Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. I hope everyone is doing well today. Today, I'm going to do a part 2 of the full moon release video that I started live yesterday. And I had some technical difficulties. I do apologize. Mercury retrograde is coming, is here, is present. So I do apologize for that. This one is just going to be for the fire signs. Okay, and then I will do a message just for the water signs as well, just because you guys kind of got the end of the readings, or you kind of got the shallow end of the pool. I'm going to do a little bit of extra, but this still is going to be based around the full moon release. And so, as I was talking about in the main live reading, there's actually a major, huge energy release, I guess you could call it, within the universe that is allowing things to be pushed forward if you captivate the energy. So there's a series of 4 full moons that are super moons that are coming here within the next 4 months. And this full moon was the beginning of that. So what we're going to do is we'll do a release spread for this full moon. The next full moon, I'm probably going to do what to manifest, or a manifestation spread for all the signs. I do apologize for the live reading thing. I'm still getting everything fixed. I think that it had to do with my internet, and I'm actually going to have them come out here this week and put a booster in my internet. So that will be changing. Hopefully I'll be able to do live readings. I'll let you guys know when I get back to that. I do apologize. I'm still going to do something special on Sunday just because it's Self-Care Sunday for all signs. So let's jump right in. This reading again is going to be for fire signs. These messages here on YouTube, Aries, Leo, Sag, in case you didn't know. These messages on YouTube are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs within your birth chart. This is the fire sign video. There's going to be a water sign video that posts after this one. And then the daily live from Sunday was the air and the earth signs. So if you want to check out any of those signs, I will link those videos below in the description box. So let's jump right in. Keep in mind, guys, the energy and time is fluid. So you might have experienced this already, or some people have even told me that this happened a little bit later down the line. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you hear something that kind of clicks with you, it's probably meant for you, or it's part of your message. So there is that. So let's get started. This is the Wisdom of the House of Night. This is the deck that I use around the full moon for the readings around the full moon, just to harness the moon power. So let's take a look. Aries, Leo, Sag. We'll do a little blessing prayer before we get started. Please, Spirit, thank you for the most positive and guiding message for our subscribers. Please allow positive guidance through whatever our friends need to hear. Please allow there to be a clear and concise message coming through to the viewers. Thank you again, Spirit, and blessed be. So, Aries, Leo, Sag. We are going to do the breakdown. So we'll start with Aries. And we are going to do a what to release spread, okay? Or basically removing the blinders for those of you that follow the channel. So let's see. Most important message here for Aries. Aries, Aries. What does Aries need to see, Spirit, for this full moon, the next few days? What do they need to release? What do they need to set in the past for Aries? One card, please, Spirit. forbidden, and conclusion. Okay. So Aries, what I feel like is coming out for you, and we'll dig a little bit deeper, is there's something that's ending. Forbidden is like something that's being denied, something that you don't have access to. And sometimes this can have fate, destiny can be in play. Sometimes it can have to do with timing as well. So let's use this deck for Aries. One thing about the conclusion card is, and you can, if you look in this card, I'll pull it up to the, it says chapter 1 and the end. So what this symbolizes is with every ending, when one door closes, another opens. With every ending, there's always a new beginning. You just have to look for it, be patient enough, and wait. So let's see here, Aries, what we can see for you guys for your removing the blinders for the full moon. What to release, right? What to release for Aries, please? What are they not seeing here? What are they not seeing about this forbidden? Let's see more cards, please. Ten of Swords with the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups could be a celebration. This could be like we're celebrating an ending. But what I get the sense here, Aries, is there was a betrayal, because the Three of Cups a lot of times is third party energy. And I know that's so cliche in readings, but why else do you come to tarot? You're having issues, you're seeking guidance on an issue, right? You're needing to release. I feel like in this scenario, the energy that's coming through here, Aries, is there was a very toxic situation. Okay, this was probably a lot of codependent energy, maybe even some addictive behavior patterns or overindulgence in certain things. And I feel like this caused a lot of negative energies to be held. I do feel like this is ending though, okay? This is coming to an end. The King of Pentacles in reverse though, with the Hangman in the reverse, is no more waiting. I want to get some clarification though around that King of Pentacles. Because this could be dishonesty, it could be deceit, lies. It also could be like a business venture gone awry, or like the dissolving of a career. So I hope somebody didn't like, oh no, let's get some clarity around that. King of Pentacles to the Star here, Spirit. Give me one more card here for the King of Pentacles. Exactly. So this is, I feel like this is the other person. When you decided to end this, or when this situation ended here, Aries, and you decided no more waiting, this kind of turned their world upside down. And I do feel like it was them. The Star card in reverse is kind of like falling from grace. And I know last time I put that in a freaking title, I had a whole bunch of people kind of, oh my gosh. But it really is, it's like falling from grace. It's like you were in a good space with this person, and then all of a sudden things went awry. That's what that means, falling from grace. Okay, now I understand there's a biblical sense in it, but that's not what I was symbolizing. That's not what I'm meaning here. I mean, simply, you guys were in a good space, and then there was a falling out. Now, I do feel like this particular falling out, if you will, happened because of this person or you, can resonate either way, but I feel like it's more leaning towards this person, was not all the way into the situation, in the fact that they always had a backup plan. They always had something going on in the background. Okay. If you look at the Six of Pentacles, he's like splitting his money, his time between two people. And I feel like that's exactly what this person was doing. And there's a reason behind that too. You know, sometimes there's belief systems that people have that sometimes bring up these type of issues within themselves. But I feel like once you decided to walk away from this, Aries, once you decided to move forward, this created a lot of sadness within this person. And I feel like they look back on the situation like, what went wrong? What could I have done to fix this? How could I have made this better? I feel like the main thing that you can do is already being done here, Aries. You decided to leave. No more waiting. Now, there's probably going to need to be some healing. Okay, I do feel like this was a very, very strong connection. Very faded type of energy. The Two of Cups came on the bottom a couple times when I was shuffling, and I did notice the Lovers as well. When certain cards stand out to a reader, it's for a reason. So I do feel like there is a very strong connection here in this. But remember here, Aries, that the reason why you decided to walk away was because this person wasn't all in. So now if you decide to give this another shot, you're going to have to make sure that that question is answered. But I feel like the timing is not right now. I feel like what the cards are saying here is there needs to be a transformation. On the bottom of the deck is the Devil. The Death. Sorry, guys. Sorry. The bottom of the deck is the Death card. I do feel like there needs to be a transformation. The Nine of Cups is almost like a very selfish, self-centered type of energy, but understand here, Aries, that that is a useful energy at times, especially when we're going within and trying to get clarity on the situation, get clear on what we want within ourselves. So taking this time on yourself is going to be in your best interest, okay? You're going to have to release this heartache for sure. So let's get you guys, because in these readings, we always pull the soul truth at the end of every person's message. What I see here, Aries, though, for you is that everything happens for a reason. You may have been too invested into this person and not enough into yourself. And that's why this recalibration is happening. Now, whether there's too much water under the bridge and you're not accepting this no more, or maybe you are going to allow this person back in, it's totally going to depend on each individual person, because I feel like for some, they're releasing this. They're no longer looking back and they're not going to care how this person is feeling. For some, though, you may decide that there is more to the story and you might give it a second shot. Let's get a Soul Truth card for Aries. What excuses am I making right now? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make the decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. So, Aries, I feel like what this is symbolizing here, this whole reading, everything's happening for a reason. There's a certain situation that is dissolving in your life right now, and you're still a little back and forth. There's definitely a back and forth type of energy coming out here, even though I do feel like you are becoming more independent, moving forward from the situation. There's still a tendency here to look back on the past. So focusing on releasing this full moon is going to be beneficial for moving forward, whether it's with this person or another person. It can't be this moving forward. All right, next sign up is going to be Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Let's see what we can see for Leo. Most important message here, Spirit, for Leo. What do my Leo subscribers need to see? What do the Leo subscribers need to see, Spirit? Understanding and hope. Well, Leo, this is pretty deep. So, I do feel like you are going through a process. And I feel like this is kind of a process of gaining more understanding, a higher level of learning, maybe even a higher level of spirituality. This is bringing in light to a situation. For some reason, this moon in this card is standing out to me. It's just peeking through those clouds and that forest. Maybe there's some camping, some forest, some type of shrine you need to go visit outdoors. Ooh, there's fireflies and everything in that. Ooh, it's so pretty. So Leo, let's see. Let's get this deck for Leo. Let's see what we got going on here. New beginnings. Oh, Chariot. I do feel like you may have gone through a lot of stuff in the past that you're healing from. Let's just be very honest. Is exactly what I'm seeing coming out here. Let's see. Most important message here for Leo, Spirit. What does Leo need to see for this full moon release? What do they need to remove? What are they not seeing? Let's see for Leo, Spirit. Okay. Well, definitely some healing that needs to happen. Okay, there's a situation here, and I'm not sure who the situation is with, but I feel like you're feeling kind of tied or trapped. You're thinking a lot about this connection. I do get the sense that this was a very strong connection here, Leo, but there's still this air of waiting, okay? But in this waiting period, you're going to be changing your perspective about relationships, okay? I do feel like this stress, this anxiety surrounding this connection is all in about how you're thinking about it. So that may be what needs to change in the Hanged Man card. But I do feel like there is a need to kind of lay that to rest, if you will. So let's take a couple more cards here for you, Leo. I do feel like maybe the reason why you're stressing about this situation or this connection is because you want a family connection. Okay, you want that soulmate, twin flame, family dynamic. But I feel like you may be uncertain on how to get that. Okay. One thing I feel like is going to help be beneficial in this is gaining clarity within yourself. So going within and really on what you envision the outcome being, or what you envision for your future relationship, whether it's with this person or someone else. And so that's why I like to say, when I talk about this stuff, is that when you're in this process of planning, right? Because the Three of Wands is planning, gaining clarity. When you're in this process, you really should be focused on like characteristics. Don't focus on like the person. Like, I want Bob or I want Jenny. Focus on, I want a person who's polite, who's kind, who's generous, who's loving, who's caring, who's nurturing, those types of things. You see what I'm saying? So if it is Jenny or if it is Bob, what about Bob or Jenny do you like? And why? These are all very important questions when gaining this clarity, right? Making this plan. Do feel like there is a new beginning coming in. There is a need here for communication as well. But I do feel like with this new beginning here, there is a need here to be very cautious, okay? Pay attention to the details. There may be, I don't know, some hidden agendas or hidden, something's hidden, dishonesty. Communicate and weigh the options, okay? Pros and cons even. If this is not two people that you're weighing against each other, weigh the positive and the negative aspects of this to what you envision for your future. And that's why there is a need to get clear on what you want out of the situation, what you envision the outcome being. So, Leo, first of all, I feel like what you need to release is this stress, this mental prison you've put yourself in. And secondly, I feel like, and this is actually what's going to be setting your intentions. That's what's going to be surrounding the next full moon. That's what the All Signs video is going to be about. But for you, Leo, I feel like after you release this mental prison of yours, because that's what's coming out, that's what you need to release. Once you release that, you have to fill that space with something, or you're going to feel empty. So set the intention, okay? What do you envision for your future? Where do you see yourself in relationships the next year, 5 years, 10 years? And then you can work backwards to see how you're going to get there. But you're not going to know how to get there if you don't know what the outcome looks like. Let's get a soul truth. For Leo, Spirit, please and thank you. Do I know all of my strengths, and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Do I know my own strengths? So, Leo, it's up to you. We obviously have the power of free will, and this opportunity will come back around again. Time is linear. It's just a very opportune time to take advantage of the full moon energy to release whatever in our lives that we think is causing chaos or holding us back. And I feel like yours is your mental prison surrounding this connection. Take it how it resonates. So, Sagittarius. Let's get into Sagittarius's reading. And this is 2520. Sorry guys, when I say the time, I'm actually writing it down so I can timestamp it for you. Because I'm the only person, I have no moderators, I do everything all by myself. So if anybody wants to help and join the team, you're more than welcome. We can work something out. Message me. Link is below in the or email is below in the description box. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see. For Sagittarius, Spirit, what can we see for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. High Priestess of Spirit and self-worth. Beautiful message, by the way, Sag. I feel like you're being divinely guided, whether this is towards a certain situation or out of a certain situation. We'll look a little bit deeper with the cards, but I feel like what's coming to question here, Sag, is your confidence, your self-worth, and this actually came up in your monthly love reading, so you may want to check that out. Let's see here, Sag. What is going on? Most important message here, Spirit, for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to see? What are they not seeing? And what do they need to release for this full moon? Please and thank you. Knight of Cups. Okay, well, that's nice. That could be a romantic offer, a romantic gesture. I feel like this is too many cards, but we're going to look at them anyway. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. Tower in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and Four of Wands in reverse. So there's definitely an ending happening here because we have the Ten of Wands with the Tower moment. Sag, you need to watch your, if this is resonating with you by any means, you need to watch your monthly February love reading. Just a FYI, because these are all the same cards that came out and it was a different deck, as you'll see in that reading. So there's an ending that's happening here. This very well could be with an earth sign or a fire sign. But I feel like this is the completion of a cycle. I do feel like you do feel tied to this situation, but it's all about how you're thinking about this. There's a need for healing, and there's a lot of stress, a lot of sadness surrounding this connection here. Okay, I do feel like there was a lot of water under the bridge. The Knight of Cups is a, you know, it's an offer of love, but it's not something that's really grounded, right? It's more emotional based. Okay, this person may came at you with a whole bunch of emotions. Like, please don't leave me, I don't want to, and you were just like, I can't do this no more. It's too much. Let's see. Sag. See. Empress. Okay. Empress is a parent, pregnancy, a mother card. Okay. So there could be children involved. You could be pregnant or have a child with this person. When I was doing a pre-shuffle for the Sagittarius's reading, it was warning against a miscarriage. So if you are pregnant, just don't stress. Try not to stress too much, because that is a very real thing that could happen. Okay. Just know that this person is going to get their karma. Okay. I feel like they have lied. There has been a lot of deceit. There's been a lot of dishonesty. Okay, the King of Pentacles is very dishonest, very corrupt type of energy, Sag. So I feel like what is coming out here is this is what you need to release. If you want that family, the family dynamic, the traditional connection, the marriage with the baby carriage, I don't feel like this person wants that. I feel like they have other intentions, either with you or with this connection. You're going to have to take your power back by moving forward. And I do feel like this is going to feel like a sacrifice, okay? But I do feel like this person has a very split energy. That's a very real thing here, Sag. Or split intentions, rather. Do feel like there is going to be somebody that feels left. If you look at this Five of Pentacles, though, it's like the guy is leaving the mom and the child. So that kind of validates that story about there may be children involved here. Honestly, Sag, you're going to have to do what's best for you. And one thing that I'm being pulled to mention is just because you guys have a child together or some type of deeper commitment connection, maybe a business or career venture that you guys have been putting together with each other, at some point there has to be a level of respect. And if that level of respect, those boundaries are crossed, then understand that you're going to have to put your foot down. You have to put your foot down, because when you keep accepting the bad behavior, it's just showing them how to treat you. Let's get the soul truth for Sagittarius. Most important message here for Sagittarius. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to see? What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your own hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared, take the leap. Today's soul action. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave. You will discover what you are really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. So, Sagittarius, that is the message I have coming out for you guys. That is the ending of this